the 8 p.m. EST stream for the 1 year Bible. Another 8 p.m. I think I'm really liking this 8 p.m. time slot. So if y'all really want to come to this 1 year Bible reading every single day, I think you should start, you know, scheduling this 8 p.m. time slot if you want, if you intend on being here. You feel me? Because I'm feeling like I'm gonna keep doing this time slot. I was conflicting on where I wanted to have this time slot at, but I've been a little more consistent at this 8 p.m. time, so I like it. I like it. But it's day 54. Before we get started, it's day 54. We've been doing this for 54 days in a row. What was the last time you did something for 54 days in a row? I don't know. I couldn't tell you myself. I couldn't tell you myself. But it's day 54 of our daily reading of the 1 year Bible. We're making our way through, making our way downtown walking fast. You feel me? But taking our time reading through these words. And now I'm home now. Hey, what's up, Skid, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been? How you been? How you been? 8 p.m. This is so weird. I like it. I don't know. I like this number. 8 is infinity. You feel me? 8 is infinity. So I'm kind of vibe with it. But this is day 54. What we're going to be reading today is Leviticus 14, 1 through 57. That's a lot of verses. Be prepared for a little longer reading. A little longer reading there. Mark 6, 30 to 56. Excuse me. Excuse me. Psalms. Excuse me. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Psalms 40, 1 through 10. And then Proverbs 10, 11 through 12. I like swallow some air. You know, like you swallow like air or like little small pieces of spit. I'm sorry about that. But you know, a little salt, it make you choke. Pause. Yeah, that's what just happened. Okay, but without further ado, did I give you my sickness? No, I'm immune to all things, bro. I don't get sick. It's all good. But Leviticus 14, 1 through 57. And I hope you feel better. If you're sick, I hope you feel better for sure. And without further ado, let's get into our reading tonight. So, and the Lord said to Moses, the following instructions are for those seeking ceremonial purification from a skin disease. Those who have been healed must be brought to the priest, who will examine them in a place outside the camp. The priest finds that someone has been healed of a serious skin disease. He will perform a purification ceremony using using 2 live birds that are ceremonially clean, a stick of cedar, some scarlet yarn, and a hyssop branch. The priest will order that one bird to be slaughtered over a clay pot filled with fresh water. He will take the live bird, the cedar stick, the scarlet yarn, and the hyssop branch, and dip them into the blood of the bird that was slaughtered over the fresh water. The priest will sprinkle the blood of the dead bird 7 times on the person being purified of the skin disease. When the priest has purified the person, he will release the live bird in the open field to fly away. The person being purified must then wash their clothes, shave off all their hair, and bathe themselves in water. Then they would be ceremonially clean and may return to the camp. However, they must remain outside their tents for 7 days. On the 7th day, they must again shave all their hair from their heads, including the hair of the beard and the eyebrows. They must also wash their clothes and bathe themselves in the water. Then they will be ceremonially clean. On the 8th day, each person being purified must bring 2 male lambs and a 1-year-old female lamb, all with no defects, along with a grain offering of 6 quarts of choice flour moistened with olive oil and a cup of olive oil. Then the officiating priest will present the person for purification, along with the offerings, before the Lord at the entrance of the tabernacle. The priest will take one of the male lambs and the olive oil and present them as a guilt offering, lifting them up as a special offering before the Lord. He will then slaughter the male lamb in the sacred area where the sin offerings and the burnt offerings are slaughtered. As with the sin offerings, the guilt offerings belong to the priest. It is the most holy offering. The priest will then take some of the blood of the guilt offering and apply it to the lobe of the right ear, the thumb on the right hand, and the big toe on the right foot of the person being purified. Then the priest will pour some of the olive oil into the palm of his left hand. He will dip his right finger into the oil in his palm and sprinkle some of it with his finger 7 times before the Lord. The priest will then apply some of the oil in his palm over the blood from the guilt offering that is on the lobe of the right ear, the thumb on the right hand, and the big toe on the right foot of the person being purified. The priest will apply the oil remaining in his hand to the head of the person being purified. Through this process, the priest will purify the person before the Lord. Then the priest must present the sin of the offering to purify the person who was cured of the skin disease. After that, the priest will slaughter the burnt offering and offer it on the altar along with the grain offering. Through this process, the priest will purify the person who was healed, and the person will be ceremonially clean. But anyone who's too poor and cannot afford these offerings may bring one male lamb for a guilt offering to be lifted up as a special offering for the purification. The person must also bring 2 quarts of choice flour, moistened with olive oil, for the grain offering and the cup of olive oil. The offering must also include 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, whichever the person can afford. One of the pair must be used for the sin offering and the other for the burnt offering. On the 8th day of the purification ceremony, the person being purified must bring the offerings to the priest in the Lord's presence, at the entrance of the tabernacle. The priest will take the lamb for the guilt offering along with the olive oil and lift them up as a special offering to the Lord. Then the priest will slaughter the lamb for the guilt offering. He will take some of his blood and apply it to the lobe of the right ear, the thumb of the right hand, and the big toe of the right foot of the person being purified. The priest will also pour some of the olive oil into the palm of his own left hand. He will dip his right finger into the oil in his palm and sprinkle some of it 7 times before the Lord. The priest will then apply some of the oil in his palm over the blood from the guilt offering that is on the lobe of the right ear, the thumb on the right hand, and the big toe of the right foot of the person being purified. The priest will apply the oil remaining in his hand to the head of the person being purified. Through this process, the Lord will purify the person before the Lord. Then the priest will offer the 2 turtle doves or the 2 young pigeons, whichever the person can afford. One of them is for the sin offering, and the other for the burnt offering, to be presented along with the grain offering. Through this process, the priest will purify the person before the Lord. These are instructions for the purification for those who have recovered from a serious skin disease, but who cannot afford to bring the offerings normally required for the ceremony of purification. Then the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, when you arrive in Canaan, the land I am giving you as your own possession, I may contaminate some of the houses in your land with mildew. The owner of such a house must then go out to the priest and say, it appears that my house has some kind of mildew. Before the priest goes into inspect the house, he must have the house empty so that nothing inside will be pronounced ceremonially unclean. Then the priest will go in and examine the mildew on the walls. If he finds greenish or reddish streaks, and the contamination appears to go deeper than the wall surface, the priest will step outside the door and put the house in quarantine for 7 days. On the 7th day, the priest must return for another inspection. For another inspection, if he finds that the mildew on the walls of the house has spread, the priest must order that the stones from the areas be removed. The contaminated material will be taken outside the town to an area designated as ceremonially unclean. Next to the inside walls, awfully, in the scraping dumped. I skipped a line. Next to the inside walls of the entire house must be scraped thoroughly, and the scraping is dumped in the unclean place outside the town. Other stones will be brought in to replace the ones that were removed, and the walls will be replastered. Well, if the mildew reappears after all the stones have been replaced, have been replaced, and the house has been scraped and replastered, the priest must return and inspect the house again. If he finds that the mildew has spread, the walls are clearly contaminated with serious mildew, and the house is defiled. It must be torn down, and all its stones, timbers, and plaster must be carried out of the town to the place designated as ceremonially unclean. Those who enter the house during the period of a quarantine will be ceremonially unclean until the evening, and all who sleep or eat in the house must wash their clothing. But if the priest returns for his inspection and finds the mildew has not reappeared in the house after the fresh plastering, he will pronounce it clean, because the mildew is clearly gone. To purify the house, the priest must take 2 birds, a stick of cedar, some scarlet yarn, and a hyssop branch. He will slaughter one of the birds over a clay pot filled with water. He will take the cedar stick, the hyssop branch, the scarlet yarn, and the live bird, and dip them into the blood of the slaughtered bird and into the fresh water. Then he will sprinkle the house 7 times. When the priest has purified the house in exactly this way, he will release the live bird in the open fields outside the town. Through this process, the priest will purify the house, and it will be ceremonially clean. These are the instructions for dealing with serious skin diseases, including scabby sores and mildew, whether on clothing or in the house, and a swelling on the skin, a rash or discolored skin. This procedure will determine whether a person or object is ceremonially clean or unclean. These are the instructions regarding the skin diseases and mildew. And that is the end of our Leviticus 14, 1 through 57 reading. And now we're going to hop into Mark 6, 30 through 56. But one second, let me read y'all chats real quick. Whoa. You just choked on air. Sounds dumber than I thought. I know, right? Choking on air sounds really dumb. I know, right? It's like nothing. It's like nothing that's cool about that. Hey, what's up, Truth? How you doing? How you feeling day 2 of 100 subscribers? Hey, what's up? Can you call out my sick uncle? Nick girl needs healing from Christ. Hey, I hope your uncle gets better. Um, Waxman follower number 2. Hey, what's up, Jamie? Haven't seen you in a minute. How you been? How you been? Miss Girl, why are you doing your Bible read at 8 p.m.? Why am I doing my Bible read at 8 p.m.? It's like a nice time at the end of the day where I can truthfully come and read this peacefully, where I'm not thinking about still having to go to work after I'm finished. Or usually I just kind of like this is like decompression time, so I feel like it's a good time to read. Um, hey everybody, hey, yeah, what's up, bro? Of course you're stuttering. Since day 24, huh? All right, bro. I'm hope y'all doing good. Thank you for joining up with me. All right. So Mark 6:30 to 56. So that you've been sick. Oh man, everybody been getting this bug lately. I've been hearing a lot of people getting sick. Good thing I'm immune to all things, but I think that's so funny. I think it's so. I'm not joking, but I think it's so funny. Man, it's probably so funny. Um, it's pretty funny. Uh, but I hope you feel better. Actually, I genuinely hope you feel better. I just think it's mad funny to say that. Okay, all right. Mark 6:30 to 56. The apostles returned to Jesus from their ministry, toured and told him that all they had done and taught. Then Jesus said, let's go off by ourselves to a quiet place and rest a while. He said it's because there were so many people coming and going that Jesus and his apostles didn't even have time to eat. So they left by boat for a quiet place where they could be alone. But many people recognized them and saw them leaving, and people from many towns ran ahead along the shore and got there ahead of them. Jesus saw the huge crowd as they stepped from the boat, and he had compassion on them because they were like sheep without a shepherd. So he began teaching them many things. Sorry, I read the stuttering thing and I started stuttering immediately. It's crazy. Late in the afternoon, his disciples came to him and said, "This is a remote place, and it's already getting late. Send the crowds away so they can go to the nearby farms and villages and go buy something to eat." But Jesus said, "You feed them." "With what?" they asked. "We'd have to work for months to earn enough money to buy food for all of these people." "How much bread do you have?" he asked. "Go and find out." They came back and reported, "We have 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish." Then Jesus told the disciples to have the people sit down in groups on the green grass. So they sat down in groups of 50 or 100. Jesus took the 5 loaves and 2 fish and looked toward the heaven and blessed them. Then, breaking the loaves into pieces, he kept giving the bread to the disciples so they could distribute it to the people. He also divided the fish for everyone to share. They all ate as much as they wanted, and afterward, the disciples picked up 12 baskets of leftover bread and fish. A total of 5,000 men and their families were fed. Immediately after this, Jesus insisted that his disciples get back into the boat and head across the lake to Bethsaida, while he sent the people home. After telling everyone goodbye, he went up to the hills by himself to pray. Late that night, the disciples were in their boat in the middle of the lake, and Jesus was alone on the land. He saw that they were in serious trouble, rowing hard and struggling against the wind and waves. About 3 o'clock in the morning, Jesus came toward them, walking on the water. He intended to go past them, but when they saw him walking on the water, they cried out in terror, thinking he was a ghost. They were all terrified when they saw him. But Jesus spoke to them at once. "Don't be afraid," he said. "Take courage, I am here." Then he climbed into the boat, and the wind stopped. They were totally amazed, for they still didn't understand the significance of the miracle of the loaves. Their hearts were too hard to take it in. After they had crossed the lake, they landed at Gennesaret. Excuse me, I butchered that, that's why I laughed. They brought the boat to the shore and climbed out. The people recognized Jesus at once, and they ran throughout the whole area, carrying sick people on mats to wherever they heard he was. Wherever he went in villages, cities, or the countryside, they brought the sick out of the marketplaces. They begged him to let the sick touch at least the fringe of his robe, and all who touched him were healed. And chat, that was Mark 6:30 to 56. I'm just kidding. It's not gonna be like that. Or one day I was, the one day girl in my head is pretty funny. Can I add you on Fortnite? For sure, I got you. If you send me a friend request, I will add you for sure. How do I like my woman dark chocolate? Brother, you know I'm married, bro. This conversation has nothing to do with me here. You know I'm married, Skit. Bro, you trying to get me in trouble, brother. Come on now. You can't be doing this. You can't be doing that, bro. Come on now, stop that. All right. Psalms 41 through 10. So, um, it's been a pretty long day. How's y'all week been so far? Before we get to the Psalms, how did everybody's week go? How did everybody's week go? How's y'all weeks been? You're lucky this time. That's crazy. How's y'all week going though? You know, um, my week's been all right for sure. My week's been all right. I think it's been productive in the background. I think it's I think it's productive in my perspective. I'm not sure if it would be productive to somebody else, but to me, it was pretty productive. Um, but how y'all feel about y'all weeks? Did I read your text? Yeah. If you send me a friend request on Fortnite, I'll add you. Just let me know what your name is so I can add you. But I feel like it's been a pretty productive week. I feel like to me personally, it's been pretty productive. Um, and a lot of the work I put in this week or for the past couple weeks hasn't been like you would say like a physical work. You skip school the whole week because you were sick because you might get everybody else sick, bro. Then everybody's sick. Then everybody's sick. You feel me? But I feel like a lot of my work hasn't been physical work. It's been something else. You know. Um, I feel like it's been extremely productive. I feel like I made a lot of progress this week. But I'm not the type to cut class. I feel you. I'm not gonna say. I told you I was an all A student, right? Um, when I was in school. Um, but I did try to hang out with the homies every once in a while, and they would do ridiculous stuff. So I got a lot of stories. I'll tell y'all some other times though. I'll say some other times though. But all right, Psalms 41 through 10. I waited patiently for the Lord to help me, and he turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the pit of despair and out of the mud and the mire. He set my feet on solid ground and steadied me as I walked along. He has given me a new song to sing, a hymn of praise to our God. Many will see what he has done and be amazed. They will put their trust in the Lord. Oh, the joys of those who trust the Lord, who have no confidence in the proud, or in those who worship idols. O Lord my God, you have performed many wonders for us. Your plans for us are too numerous to list. You have no equal. If I try to recite all your wonderful deeds, I will never come to the end of them. You take no delight in sacrifices or offerings. Now that you have made me listen, I finally understand. You don't require burnt offerings or sin offerings. Then I said, look, I have come. As is written about me in the scriptures, I take joy in your will, my God, for your instructions are written on my heart. I have told all your people about your justice. I have not been afraid to speak out. As you, O Lord, well know, I have not kept the good news of your justice hidden in my heart. I have talked about your faithfulness and saving power. I have told everyone in great assembly of your unfailing love and faithfulness. And before we move on from Psalms, have you told somebody today something that God has done for you? Have you told somebody before we move on? And forget about this right here. Have you told somebody today what God done for you? All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all today what God did for me. God has moved my mind from a place to where I felt I could be successful, but I didn't know if I wanted to go towards it. Into a place to where it's kind of an afterthought. Like it's already as is, you know? And reminded me of my choice. You feel me? Reminded me of my choice in that matter. So that's one thing God has done for me this week. All right. Now Proverbs 10, 11 through 12. The words of the godly are like life-giving fountain, or like a life-giving fountain. The words of the wicked conceal violent intentions. Hatred stirs up quarrels, but love makes up for all these offenses. And now, we're about to wrap it up. So it is burnt, barren, corrupt. I got you, barren. And now, many wonders. Many wonders, many wonders, many wonders. So many wonders. The psalmist praised God by affirming the many wonders he performed. The Israelites saw many, including directional clouds, pillars of fire, and parting seas. The disciples saw Jesus feed a hillside of people with one boy's lunch, walk on water, calm raging storms, and heal the hopeless. So many wonders are recorded in the scriptures for us to remember. We know how easy it is to forget the many wonders God has performed in our own lives. So the next time God amazes you, write it down and remember. So I mean, following up right there from the songs, right? What was the last time you told somebody what God, something good God did for you? To remind not just yourself, but your neighbor. Because God said love your neighbor, right? But not just yourself, but to remind your neighbor that God is amazing. That the amazing things God does on a daily basis. It don't have to be something that's so deep as changing my mindset. Um, I got shoes that match at my front door. God did that. You feel me? I got shoes that match at my front door. God did that. I got this book in front of me where I can read this and gain more wisdom. God did that too. Um, I got this controller right here where I can play games on my PC. God did that as well. God did that too. I got this speaker right here where I can listen to music whenever I want to. God did that too. Um, I got these packs right here where I can open. That I can open right here. God did that as well. Um, I got these car keys right here. You feel me? I got a whip that I can go take it anywhere I want to go. God did that too. That's me. That's me telling y'all of all the amazing things that we may forget that are amazing, because a lot of people don't have these things. A lot of people don't have these things that God did in my life, and it don't have to be materialistic. I told you my first one was God help my mind, help my spirit, help my soul. You feel me? Um, I can play guitar as well. Hey, God gave you the ability to play that thing, so you might as well play it. You might as well be amazing at it. You might as well be fully amazing. You might as well fully go into it if you want to play the guitar, or if that's something you actually want to do. You feel me? Because God gave you the ability to do it. You might as well be amazing at it. You might as well do the best you can, regardless. Because you're blessed to be able to have it in the first place. Because some people ain't got fingers. And that's the truth. It's people out here ain't got no fingers. They can't play the guitar. It's people out here. When I was a kid, I used to dream about having a game system. When I was a kid, I used to dream about having game systems. I used to dream about being able to play the game. I used to dream about being able to play the game with my homies. Everybody was playing games with the homies. I was in the bed dreaming about it. Man, I wish I could. I wish I could play the game with my homies. I ain't got no system though. It is what it is. And even when I had a system, I ain't had no games for real. Couldn't play with the homies in. But you know what? I was grateful for what I had, bro. You know? I was grateful for what I had, and then, God gave me more. And then I say thank you. And I'm like, yeah, I appreciate that. You're too ahead of yourself. You didn't read my previous chats. Oh well, let me keep reading. Let me keep reading. But listen, even if you can't play that well, you might as well get better. Mr. Core, you trying to give me a mess right there? There we go. Tell us after the Bible read to my crush that God taught me how to play the ukulele. I wish I played the guitar like the man of her dreams. Oh man, that's funny. That's a funny joke. That's a funny joke, Skip. I'm not gonna hold you. That's a pretty funny joke, bro. Hey, you should have learned how to play the guitar, bro. If you knew the man of her dreams play guitar, why you come up with a ukulele? Why you pull up with ukulele? Why are you pulling up with a uke if you know the man of her dreams plays the guitar? Come on, Skid. Come on, bro. You can't do that. How are you gonna be the man of her dreams if you don't play the guitar too? So I'm just joking. Oh man, it's funny. But I was ahead of myself there. But listen, I'm just saying. There's a lot of amazing things that happen every single day that we take for granted. That's all I'm saying. I know I be exaggerating. I do my little things or whatever. But I'm serious about that though. Like there's a lot of things that we don't remember that we have every single day. It's a lot of things you got so used to having that you don't appreciate. Bro, I can play a ukulele, violin, and guitar. Hey, okay. So I need you to play a concert for me. Well, it's kinda a blessing. Hey, what you mean kinda, bro? Hey, listen, there are people out here who would kill to be able to play instruments. I know people who would kill to be able to play an instrument, bro. Seriously, they probably would for real, actually, because they're kind of crazy like that. I know people for real, who would love to be able to learn how to play an instrument, but they're not coordinated. You feel me? I know people that's not coordinated, but they can follow a tune, but their hands and their body don't go together, right? Or like I mean, shoot, just people. I mean, like it's just a bunch of reasons why people can't play instruments. But you know, you can play instruments, bro. You might as well. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just trying to be like the boy with the uke. Nah, nah. You need to be skit. You need to be skit to skit. We don't care about boy with the uke. I don't care about him. I don't know who that is. I know who Skit is though. So Skit needs to be whatever the best Skit is that Skit can be. That's who I know. I don't know. I don't know you guy. I know Skit though. Uh, hey, what's up, Cole? How you doing, bro? How's your week going so far? How's your week going? Mm-hmm. You feel me? We don't do no comparisons around these parts here, brother. We don't do those. We don't do no comparisons. We don't go try to be like nobody else. We don't go try to be like nobody else. Cause God didn't make two of us. He made one of you. God didn't make two of us. He made one of you. You feel me? So we don't go try to be nobody else. We not trying to be nobody else. Nobody else. We gonna be ourselves. We gonna be us. We gonna be you gonna be you, and I'm gonna be me. You feel me? That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, that's funny. Oh man. But as always, you know, I'm probably gonna go to the. Am I gonna go to the gym? Am I capping? Am I capping? Do I want? Do I feel like? Am I gonna go to the gym right now? Am I gonna go to the gym right now? Do I go to the gym after this? I think I go to the gym after this. I think I go to the gym after this. To the gym at 8 p.m. Yeah, bro. Like yeah. But listen, Skit. I know we're really just meeting each other for real, right? We're really just meeting each other, right? You feel me? Exactly. We're really just meeting each other, and I'm a night owl. I really like doing things at nighttime. I really like doing things at nighttime. You know, I like going outside in the day, but I like to chill during the day. If it's like during the daytime, I'm trying to like just sit in the sun or something, right? But like at nighttime, I like charged up all day from being in the sun, right? Or whatever I was doing, and I'm like up. I'm like up at night. I don't know why, but I like you may see me sleepy right now. Like I may look sleepy right now, but in about 20 minutes when 9 o'clock hit, I'm gonna wake up. I don't know why. I don't know why that happens, but at like 9 o'clock, I wake right back up. So when do I sleep? I go to bed at like two in the morning every single day. I don't get tired, so that's why I have to go to the gym at night. I have to go to the gym at night, or I don't get tired, right? I stay up too late. Um, if I don't go to the gym at nighttime, I don't get tired when it's time to go to bed. So I still be up. So I have to go do something else. So I end up doing something else until I get tired. I end up doing something until I get tired anyway. So I prefer to go to the gym at nighttime because if I don't go at nighttime, then I'm just gonna do something else anyways at nighttime. So I might as well go to the gym, get a workout, get tired, come out and take a shower, and then just go straight to bed. Than to go to the gym early in the day because then I get tired for that time period, but I have so much energy that I get tired for that time period, right? For like a little bit, for a little while, but it's like slowly recharging. So by the time nighttime hit and it's time to go to bed again, I'm already back up. Like I'm already back up again, right? Um, you have a loving wife, dogs, and a nice stable job. Yeah, you sleep at 2 a.m. Bruh. But yeah, I sleep at 2 a.m. Yes. Yes, I sleep at 2. Yes, that's what I do, bro. Yeah, I do. I do go to sleep. Yeah, I do. That's true. But like not like 2, like 1:30. Like 1:30. I'm not used to going to bed early though. I've never gone to bed early my entire life. I never go to bed early my entire life. Like I would go and do stuff all day. Um, I'm not sure where you grew up at, bro, right? But where I grew up, right? Me and my friends would be outside walking all day long. Literally from the day from when the sun come out till probably 9 p.m. that night, we'll be outside walking around the neighborhood all day long. So like I like from doing that for so many years, I just have naturally just a lot of energy all the time, right? So like Sometimes I'll just like walk up and down the house because I just have too much energy in the house, right? Because I work from the crib, right? So I I'll just walk back and forth in the house because I got too much energy. Or I'll go and I'll walk around somewhere because I got too much energy. And if I got too much energy, I can't focus. So I didn't know you swung that way, Mr. Gore. It's crazy. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? Walk? That's crazy. That's insane. You never had homies? You never got homies you just hang out with, play basketball with, sleep all day and night? Nah, nah. That's funny. No, my wife would sleep all day all night though. But nah. Like I'll yawn right now, and then like this, I do this one thing, right? My wife thinks it's mad funny. It's pretty funny. But I go to sleep for 5 minutes. I'll go to sleep for 5 minutes, and I feel like I slept for an hour. Sometimes I go to sleep for 5 minutes. I feel like I slept for a whole hour. Like I can go to sleep fast, right? So I think that's why I stay up so late because I know I can go to sleep fast. I know I just fall asleep. When I go to sleep, I just go to sleep. Like I'm not like a person who like I'm like fighting my sleep. I'm just up because I'm up. I'm not up because I'm not up. I'm not up trying to fight sleep or doing anything. I'm just up because I just have a lot of energy, right? But when I lay down to go to sleep, I just fall asleep. I just fall asleep. So it's not like if I went to, and I laid in the bed to go to bed, and I still had the energy, I wouldn't fall asleep. I would fall asleep, but if I fall asleep and I'm too hype, then my dreams are crazy. Then my dreams are just absolutely ridiculous. So I prefer to be a little tired before I go to sleep. I prefer to be a little tired before I go to sleep because if I'm not a little tired, my dreams are ridiculous. They're so ridiculous. Um, and I'm extremely active in my dreams. So it's just like, yeah, it's pretty funny. Oh man, like I'm not sure. I don't want to. I'm not gonna quote anybody, so I'm gonna quote myself, right? Um, there's this thing, right, that some smart dude from the past, right, did, right, where he would lay on the side of the couch, and before he would get an idea, he would like doze off to sleep, and he would have a pencil in his hand, right? I practiced doing that for a while. Um, it actually works. If you like fall asleep, and then as soon as you start like drifting off, you wake up, and you have a burst of energy immediately, and then you have an idea too at the same time, which is crazy. It's just like those dreams you have in the morning. That's really funny. I almost fell asleep right then. I did that. I almost fell asleep, but um, it's like those dreams you have in the morning that are like extremely vivid. Um, it's like having one of those, but like every 5 minutes. But like every 5 minutes. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was a pretty cool dream exercise or um, exercise for something that I don't really feel like talking about right now. But infinite energy glitch, yeah, it is an energy glitch for sure. Um, but you just kind of like fall asleep, kinda. So I'm gonna show you how to do it right. The way to go to sleep fast is to fall asleep, kinda, but then you feel your forehead. If you can like put your attention on your forehead and just remove all that attention from your forehead. Just you can slowly feel it going away. In like 5 seconds, you be asleep. You know, in like 5 seconds. Oops, sorry, I spit a little bit. In like 5 seconds, you'll go to sleep, right? So you go to sleep, and if you actually sleep for about like 5-ish minutes, you wake up full of energy. Um, if you overdo it though, it's like taking a nap. It's like taking a nap. Okay, but forewarned though. But if you do this and do it for too long, it's like taking a nap, but taking a too long of a nap, so you wake up sleepy, right? 5 minutes is a nice spot for that, right? That's why I say for me personally, I feel like 5 minutes is a nice spot for doing something like that because you wake up energized again. It's like that sweet spot, right? I'm not finna fall asleep, bro. I'm demonstrating. I'm wide awake. You see me? I'm wide awake. I just told you it's a glitch. You said it was an infinite energy glitch, bro. You just told me that. Um, um, but I'm demonstrating. I'm doing a live demonstration, bro. This is a demonstration. If you spend enough time doing something, you get real good at doing. You can do it anytime you want to. But uh, yeah, 5 minutes I feel like is a really good sweet spot for that, right? Because you wake back up, you wake fully back up. Um, I know, but I was showing you how to do it though. I was showing you how to do it though. That's what I was doing. Yeah, for sure. I was legitimately going to sleep. I'm serious, bro. You go to sleep fast for 5 minutes. You go to sleep fast, but it feels like a long time. I feel like, um, and I can't remember quite off the top of my head what the realms of the levels of the sleep cycle are right now, right? But I feel like they get you into a deeper level of sleep really fast. So I feel like that's why you wake up with more energy, is because you go into a deeper level. Anybody BSing you. I do this all the time. I do this literally all the time. And I'm finna end the stream soon because my wife just called me. So, hey, we finna wrap this up soon. But um, I'm being dead serious. I do this. I practice these things. I do these things all the time. But you just watch me sleep. Technically, you just watch me sleep. Technically, yeah. I went to sleep for like 10 seconds. You said don't I dare. It's pretty funny. I gotta call my wife back. I will end the stream very shortly, but I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, it's pretty funny. Um, but yeah, you kind of like just go to sleep real quick, and then you wake up and you're up. I've been doing it. I've been doing it for as long as I can remember. I've been doing it for as long as I can remember. I started doing it though because my granddad, he used to have me going everywhere, right? We'd be cutting grass, or we'd be at somebody's house, or we'd be somewhere. I'd be tired. I'd be dead sleep. I'd be seriously tired going around with my granddad. He just never stops, right? So I used to be dead asleep, bro. So I had to learn how to stay up around him because he would be having me talk to people or like have me listening, and then like a meet and greet in person or something. I ain't trying to get like swatted or something. That'd be crazy. Um, but I had to learn how to do something to wake back up, right? Because I used to be around people who said had me listening to them talk all the time. So I had to do something to wake up, find out how to wake up faster. So now I figured out how to do that, you know. So I figured out how to fall asleep really fast, but fall asleep in a deep sleep really fast. So like between our car rides, I would be wide awake for our next time. But then I had to figure out what was the sweet spot there too, right? 'Cause sometimes the car rides would be mad long, and I would actually go into a regular sleep, and then I would walk. Then I would wake up tired. So I would have to like always gauge, figure out how long 5 minutes was. So I got a good time on like how long 5 minutes is, to be honest. Um, and I would just fall asleep for the 5 minutes, wake back up. You guys, my wife, I do it all the time. You guys, my wife, I do it all the time. It spooks her out sometimes. It spooks her out sometimes. I do it all the time. Because she'll be talking to me, and like 2 seconds ago I was yawning, and then I'm wide awake. And then I'm wide awake. Because you can do it. You can do it in like 30 seconds, but 5 minutes is like a full recharge. You know, you can do it like 30 seconds though. But I'm finna slide though, because I need to call my wife back. I gotta call my wife back. So hey, we got that limitless core, baby. I appreciate you. I might even love you, but I'm for sure glad you woke up today. Hey, and probably stay tuned for a possible gym stream that's coming up. That's pretty funny. They stay tuned for a possible gym stream that's gonna come up. So appreciate you. Peace. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me.